Hey guys, welcome to YS Khong Driving. Today is a very auspicious day. Actually, it's the day that a lot of people have been waiting for. And yes, today is the launch of the BYD Seal. So as we know it, there are two versions. One rear-wheel drive version called the Premium and an all-wheel drive version called the Performance. And of course, being YS Khong Driving, we will concentrate on the Performance version, which is all-wheel drive from now on. So, the performance version of the Seal has got 530 PS and 670 Newton meters of torque. Now, drive to front and rear axle is controlled by this special technology called iTech. Yeah, so Intelligent Traction Control System. And this is what's going to make the Seal a really interesting car to drive, especially on our drive up to Genting. So, in terms of nomenclature, this BYD Seal is a four-door sedan, but it is structured to look like a bit of a coupe-like shape. And starting from the front, this is very interesting. So in the tradition of electric cars, there's no grille, but they do have a little bit of intake here. And this is the lovely driving lights. This car is actually designed by a European, yeah, so it's not exactly Chinese design, although the BYD brand comes from China. So along the sides, you have 19-inch wheels with 2, 3, 5, 45 R19 wheels. And of course, having big wheels means it can have powerful brakes. I see here actually drill this, and also this looks like a 4-pot caliper. So these are high-performance brakes for a high-performance car. Double wishbone suspension in the front, and I see also aluminum pieces and a multi-link arrangement at the back. So this car has independent suspension and it looks like it is built to handle. So along the side you get a high waistline, and also this character line cuts away the monotony of the side of the car. And of course, I like this type of door handles because these are universal. You can be either left-handed or right-handed. You can open the car and it comes out, and when it's not in use, of course, it goes back in. So at the back, you get a bit of a coupe shape and a little short tail. Oh, a little spoiler would really look good here, wouldn't it? Yeah. So this Seal, even though it's an electric car, will exude performance and it will give performance. So at the back here, you also see a little diffuser, and that gives it a very sporty look. They should have put in at least a little mini spoiler here. Now, the electrical range, I think for the rear-wheel drive is quite high, but this one is mooted at 490 kilometers. Of course, if you ram it all the way, it will be a lot lower, but that is what the range is stated. And it has a battery size, I think it's 82.5 kilowatt hour. So that is potentially a good size for battery. And of course, this car is built on an electric platform 3.0, they say. So this is the latest body, and we are really just waiting to take this car up Genting. The E-Platform 3.0 is slightly different from the other platforms in that the Blade battery, yes, this uses the new BYD Blade battery. The battery is incorporated into the body, so it becomes actually part of the structure. And the grading for the battery is, it is waterproof, sealed. Okay, so you have an electric opener for the boot, and you have a 400-liter boot. Not very big, but it's long, so you can just about put 2 or maybe 3 golf bags inside if we can go in this way. And let's look at the spares. So as usual, there's no spare, but a little cubby hole here for you to keep your little stuff. Okay, we won't look at the front because what I know is there's a small little 50-liter frunk in the front, and of course there's no engine. All the mechanicals are actually the electric motor and the batteries, and you can't see much of it. Most important is the inside. And here we have a 15.6-inch screen that is rotatable, and so you can either have it in portrait or landscape. And unlike some other brand, this one also has your driving instrumentation here, and the steering controls are more like what we are familiar with. Yeah, the normal driving aids and also the volume controls are here, and you still get indicators and other stuff. So this is more of a good transition between the conventional car to an electric car. And of course the gear shift lever here is interesting, and you have also your traction control and your driving modes here, your start stop button. In my opinion, this is a better transition for people who are moving from ICE cars to electric cars. Instrumentation is good, electric seats for the driver and passenger, I think. Yes, confirmed. And the dashboard is nice, it's soft touch, and the aircon louvers. This looks kind of like futuristic, which is good. I see here 2 wireless chargers for the phone, your drink holder, and also a cubby hole. So the driver's seat is nice, semi-bucket, and a built-in headrest, so they look very sporty. Now, seat materials look like they could be either leather or artificial leather, because nowadays for electric cars they try to go eco, yeah, go green, so they have recyclable materials. And down here, yes, there's a little cubby hole for you to keep your stuff. Okay, I like this interior because it's not as bare as some other cars, and I am told there are 9 airbags. And here we have a panoramic glass roof, and there's a bit of tinting, and I'm not so sure how the Malaysian climate will affect it, but of course you can always put a tint on it. And it cannot open, but it gives you a lot of view outside. So, getting into the back seat, yes, there is plenty of leg room, and yes, the floor is flat, but of course we know that the batteries are underneath the floor, so therefore the floor is a little bit higher than usual. And headroom, there's about 3 or 4 inches on top, and if you are taller, you may be very close to the roof, but for me it's okay. And at the back is made for 3 people, but of course, as usual, it is good when you only sit 2, and you have a center armrest. Is the seat reclinable? Oh, it splits and folds, not bad, yeah. So, and there's of course the top tether, but it is not reclinable. Single angle, and you have your ISOFIX points. And of course there is also an aircon vent for the rear passenger, so it looks like it is a 2-zone aircon control, not a 3 or 4 zone. Alright, so that's our take on the BYD Seal. And now the best surprise of the day is for the rear wheel drive version, it is 179,800 ringgit. Price on the road without insurance. And for this performance version is 199,800. And I think these 2 prices are going to blow away a lot of the competition. I can't wait to get my hands on one. And of course, should you want to book, please go to shop.yskhongdriving.com or send me a WhatsApp at 016-335-0609. Thanks very much for watching, and till we meet again in the next video. Bye bye.